Yeah, that June gloom really stuck around earlier today, and a gorgeous shot right now from our, looks like, let's see, our Blue Ridge camera. All right, it looked so, threw me off. It was just so distracting. All right, so you're going to see it's a little hazy out there. We're also looking at a little bit of cloud cover, and as we zoom out, you're going to see, clear skies inland, but at the coast, we are dealing with a bit of that fog. Take a look at radar right here. You're going to see patchy fog along the coast. Then as we head into our inland spots, we are looking at more sunshine, and that's going to be the drill over the next couple of days. Temperature-wise, we're getting a little cooler. You're going to see 60s and 70s. 60 right now in Valencia, warm 76 in Palmdale, and 64 in San Pedro. 66 in Laguna Beach. Earlier today, we made it to 74. That was for downtown. Average is 79. So we were a few degrees below average for this time of year. Record number is 105. Not getting anywhere close to that, but, we're still keeping it near average tomorrow. For the next 24 hours, 60s, more 60s, fog in the morning, but a little more sunshine by the time we hit the afternoon. 74 for downtown. We're going to have more in your extended forecast and your weekend forecast coming up in just a little bit. Lena and Sharon, back to you.
Evelyn, thanks. Oh, I'm thinking some people wouldn't mind if it heated up like real soon, like this weekend or something.
Right. Yeah.
All that June gloom in the morning is kind of a downer.
Nice. Oh, sorry.
I'm like a downer. You're so nice. I'm like a downer. It's nice. No, because it's just so dreary.
It helps me sleep in a little bit.
It is nice.
But you know what? But at least there's sunshine in the afternoon.
True.
So there you go. There's an upside to that. Oops, yeah. I should have kept my mouth shut. No, I'm kidding. All right, but yes, the June gloom is in full effect, and temperatures are actually a little below average now for this time of year. That's going to continue in Studio City, so still pretty comfortable out there. As we continue on with your forecast right here, I want to show you what we're dealing with, radar-wise and temperature-wise. You're going to see fog, just patchy fog at the coast, so it was a little foggier today compared to where we were yesterday. Temperature-wise, you're going to see 60s for the most part, 64 in San Pedro, 63 in downtown. Palmdale, you're at 75, and Riverside, you're at about 71 degrees this evening. So earlier today, we made it to about 74, average is 79, and record number is 105. We didn't get anywhere close to that, and we're keeping things much the same for tomorrow. Over the next 24 hours, we're getting into the 60s, mid-60s, and probably getting to the mid-70s for the basin for you tomorrow. 68 in Santa Monica, Palmdale, 89, flirting with the 90s. We were in the 90s, so again, it's already cooler. It's already a little below average in a lot of spots. In Woodland Hills, you're getting up to about 84 degrees as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So low pressure is building to the forecast. It's actually going to be sitting to our north. So we'll have a bearing. It's going to bring that onshore flow back into Southern California. And as a result, we'll see overnight low clouds and fog in the forecast. And then, we're going to see below average temperatures, already the case as we head into the next 24 hours here in the next couple of days. So your forecast calling for, again, low pressure sitting to our north. That's eventually going to bring, that onshore flow back into the forecast, a little more cloud cover. And yes, indeed, we're also looking at cooler conditions as well, calling it partly to mostly sunny into our inland spots. And the high pressure that we did see is already starting to move out of our way. So again, cool down taking place as we head into the next couple of days. And with that, I want to show you your extended forecast, your 5-day forecast, showing you, for tomorrow, it's going to be just a little cooler. Actually, you're going to see low clouds, no changes for your Saturday, warm temperatures by your Sunday, and just a little warmer as we head into your Monday with more sunshine. We're going to show you what it looks like at the basin and, of course, the coast as well, coming up in just a little bit, so don't go away. Back to you.
All right,
not a bad deal. And we're getting a look outside right now, expecting a little bit of a cool down on the way. We'll have your full forecast coming up. I was up in the Bay Area. Did you say? Well, I will say I was up in the Bay Area not too long ago, and they have a movie theater where it's $2. But it's only on Tuesdays.
Well, that's good. That's still good.
$2 Tuesdays. So maybe we can implement that here. Well, in fact, we already did, right? Hopefully it'll last for a little while. So pretty exciting stuff. And, let's get to the weather. That's pretty exciting stuff as well. We're heading toward the weekend, and we are expecting a little bit of a cool down. If you like it cooler, then you're in luck. We're getting a look outside right now at LAX, where it is a little foggy out there, and you're going to see radar showing you fog along the coast, patchy fog. That should continue into the overnight morning hours here. Temperature-wise, we're pretty mild. We're in the 60s. 63 in downtown, 61 in Valencia. Over to Oxnard, you're at 62 along the Ventura County coastline. And over to San Pedro, you're currently at 64 degrees. So earlier today, we made it to 74. Average is 79, and record numbers 105 degrees. So didn't get anywhere close to that. And you'll see over the next 24 hours a pretty similar looking forecast. We're keeping things much the same, a little below average in some spots. Santa Monica 68 tomorrow, Palmdale 89, and Woodland Hills, you're getting up to about 84 degrees as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So low pressure is dominating the forecast at the moment. With that, we are expecting to see a little bit of, well, onshore flow. With that onshore flow, we're going to see more cloud cover into the overnight and morning hours, especially along the coast. It will start to push its way into the basin and our inland spots like we've seen, and we are expecting below average temperatures for the moment. But again, that's all set to change as we head into, well, next week. Before we get to next week, you'll see your forecast calling for low pressure. It's sitting to our north, and that trough's eventually going to start to dig into our forecast. Still mainly sitting to our north, so with that, we will see, again, just a bit of a cool down affecting our forecast, especially as we head toward the weekend. Again, the onshore flow is going to build, and with that, we're also going to see just a little bit, again, of a cool down as we head into the next 24 hours and the next couple of days as well. Speaking of fog, want to take you through Futurecast briefly here, and you're going to see we are dealing with a bit of that fog into the overnight hours. As we fast forward to 1 a.m., you're going to see not only fog, but maybe a little bit of drizzle along the Orange County coastline, spanning into the San Diego County coastline as well. By 6:45 tomorrow morning, still foggy as we head into the 9 o'clock hour. The fog's receding back toward the coast and continuing to do so through, well, the afternoon hours. So we are expecting to see a little more sunshine as we head into tomorrow. So for tomorrow, morning clouds, no changes Saturday and Sunday, and then a little warmer as we head into Monday with a lot more sunshine on our hands. As we head into the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to show you what it looks like in the basin, of course, at the coast. That's all coming up in just a little bit, so don't go away. Sharon and Lena, back to you. Yes, it was a pretty nice day, and it's going to stay this way at least for the next couple of days. Did see some June gloom out there, but we did see some sunshine and warm temperatures as well. So as we get a look outside right now from Long Beach, we're looking at a little bit of cloud cover out there. Temperatures quite mild. We are at 61 degrees, and that's right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. So as we get a look outside this evening, take a look at radar. You're going to see a little bit of patchy cloud cover along the coast there. Other than that, it's been cleared to our inland spots, cleared out nicely, even though we did wake up to some gloomier conditions in a lot of spots today. 63 in downtown right now, 60 in Valencia, 75 in Palmdale, and 61 in Temecula. 74 earlier today in downtown, below average, and, well, we're keeping things pretty much the same, and yes, below average as well. You're going to see 60s, more 60s, and by the afternoon, we are getting up into the 70s, 74 degrees, and that's going to be for downtown as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So Santa Monica, you're getting up to 68 tomorrow. You'll see Palmdale getting up to about 89, Riverside 84, and Woodland Hills, you're getting up to about 84 degrees as well. So we head into tomorrow morning, or afternoon rather. In the morning, we're expecting 60s and, yes, cloudy conditions as well. So a very similar pattern. We're keeping things below average for this time of year at this point. Low pressure will be sitting to our north over the next few days, so that will have a bearing on our forecast. With that, we'll see increased onshore flow, that sea breeze, bringing in a little more cloud cover, and, yes, bringing in the cooler temperatures. And by cooler, we are talking below average numbers. So we're going to show you if that's going to hold up through the weekend. We'll have that weekend forecast coming up in your 5-day forecast in just a little bit, so don't go away. Lena and Sylvia, back to you. Well, it actually could create more, because what happens, again, and this is just my opinion, we get really warm, you know, inland, and the land warms up, and then there's a lag time with ocean temperatures, with sea surface temperatures. So when there's a big difference like that, that's what actually really creates the June gloom, creates instability, and we see that sea breeze kick in. Yeah, so possibly it could create more June gloom. And that's something that we're dealing with right now. As we get a look outside right now at LAX, you're going to see cloud cover out there. Again, June gloom in full effect, but this is pretty typical for this time of year. You're going to see foggy conditions at the coast, pretty patchy, but it was a little foggier today compared to where we were yesterday, and it was a little cooler today compared to where we were yesterday. And we're going to continue to stay a little below average over the next few days. 60s out there right now, along with 70, 75 in Palmdale, 62 in downtown, 74 earlier today in downtown. And well, over the next 24 hours, a very similar looking forecast. Temperatures not really budging much over the next few days. Low pressure sitting to our north, and that's eventually going to, well, bring in more of that sea breeze. It's going to cool us down a bit. But at this point, again, temperatures staying much the same, at least for the next 24 hours. Downtown 74, Santa Monica 68, Palmdale 89. Riverside getting up to 84, and Woodland Hills, you're also getting up to about 84 degrees as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So let's get a look at that extended forecast, and you're going to see right here, well, for tomorrow, we are expecting to see mid-70s. Then by Saturday, same thing. Really not a lot of change going on between now and your Sunday. So if you like today and tomorrow, you're probably going to like this weekend. Maybe a degree warmer by Monday, and then getting just a little warmer as we head into your Tuesday. For your next 5-day forecast, we're looking at a very similar pattern. You're going to see right here for the valleys and the Inland Empire, keeping things very much the same through your Sunday as that low sits to our north, and then starting to warm up a little bit, a little more sunshine by your Tuesday. Lena and Sylvia, back to you. I've always wanted to hike that. And as we get a look outside right now, we are dealing with some fog in the forecast and a little bit of a cooler forecast. We'll have your weekend forecast coming right up.
It's hard to imagine there's so much snow up there still, and that it's so cold. And hikers are attempting to still do it, but this time of year. And here we are. We're not that warm here.
No,
so,
we're not too warm.
Not that big of a contrast.
Not at all. We're actually below average,
right?
Technically, even though, you know, we're still talking 60s, 70s, 80s, but it is June, and, well, it's summer now, officially, we can say that. So it's a little cool for summer at this point, but we are eventually expecting a warm-up. So we'll have more on that coming up in just a minute, but first, we are taking a picture. We're seeing it on radar. We just saw it in that shot as well, and we're going to continue to wake up to gloomy conditions with a little more sunshine by the afternoon. Of course, spots like the high desert not affected, but as we check in with spots like the basin, the coast, and some of our inland valleys, we are dealing with, again, gloomier conditions in the morning hours. So you'll see low pressure is moving into the forecast, and as it does, well, it's sitting to our north, and it's going to really provide us with a little more of that onshore flow. That onshore flow, that sea breeze, is going to push a little more cloud cover into the forecast. It's also going to cool the forecast down a little bit, as in below average temperatures. We saw below average temperatures today in a lot of spots, and we're going to continue to see below average temperatures as we head into tomorrow. So today for downtown, we got up to about 74 degrees. Average is about 79 degrees, and record number is 105. So didn't get anywhere close to that, and you're going to see by tomorrow afternoon, we are still in the 70s for downtown, so very similar looking forecast. 68 in Santa Monica, Palmdale getting up to 89. In Woodland Hills, you're getting up to about 84 degrees as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So temperatures staying much the same actually through the weekend. It's getting a little cooler now and staying that way through your Sunday. Not budging much until Monday, maybe a degree warmer, and then a little warmer as we head into your Tuesday. As we get a look at your next 5-day forecast, you're going to see a pretty similar pattern. So this is for the basin. For the coast, you're going to see partly cloudy skies for the next couple of days. Low clouds in the morning with a little more clearing by the afternoon. Then by Sunday, we are looking at clouds and sun in the forecast still. Mild with a little more sunshine up to about 70 degrees by your Monday. And then by your Tuesday, we're up to about 70 degrees and still calling it mild. So the warming really taking place a little later next week. You're going to see that for the valleys in the Inland Empire. By next week, by Tuesday, already looking at more sunshine in upper 80s. Until then, keeping things much the same. Pretty much a carbon copy of, well, Friday to Saturday. Saturday will be a carbon copy of Sunday. So if you like tomorrow, you're going to like the weekend. Then again, just a little warmer as we head to your Monday. And you're really going to notice that as we head into your Tuesday and the later part of your week. Lena and Sylvia, back to you.
All right.
And below average temperatures in the forecast. We'll have your full forecast coming right up. There we go. It's just a whole different type of concept. So that's
right. I think so too.
Would have never thought of that. Great idea. All right. Well, taking you outside this evening, moving on to the forecast. It's actually getting a little cooler. We're already in the 50s right here at the Broadcast Center. Studio City, albeit 59 degrees. We are dealing with fog. It's moving into the basin, as we just saw in that shot of downtown. A little bit of patchy fog along the coast and waking up to some fog possibly into our inland valleys as well. So it is starting to push inland. 60s out there again, starting to fall into the upper 50s in some spots, a little warmer in the high desert still. We're still in the 70s there. So low pressure is working its way into the forecast, and as a result, we're going to start to see that sea breeze start to pick up, and with that, we're going to start to see a little more cloud cover. Overnight, morning, low clouds and fog. That pattern still persisting with more sunshine by the afternoon, especially into our inland spots in the basin. And you're going to see below average temperatures. And that's going to continue to be the case over the next few days. So earlier today, we made it to 74 in downtown, and that is below average over the next 24 hours. We're pretty much looking at a very similar forecast. 74 in downtown. Anaheim, 76, Riverside, 84, and Woodland Hills. You're getting up to about 84 degrees as well as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So for the valleys in the Inland Empire, a little cooler and keeping things the same through your Sunday. Warmer temperatures just by a degree by your Monday. And then we'll start to really notice a difference, a little more sunshine by your Tuesday, upper 80s. For the basin in Orange County, 70s, turning to mid-70s, turning to, well, maybe close to upper 70s by the time we head into next week. So temperatures not really heating up until a little later, midweek next week. For the coast, keeping things much the same through at least the weekend. Then by Monday and Tuesday, mild. Temperatures getting up to about 70 degrees by the time we hit your work week. But until then, upper 60s, clouds in the morning with a little bit of patchy cloud cover and sunshine by the afternoon hours. Sharon and Sylvia, back to you.
Excellent.